Hi guys, so today's question is min max game. So this has been accepted, and let me do the description of the problem. So you have given a zero index array that is of even length, given length of power of 2. So you have to apply the following algorithm. If it is length of the nums which is given, if it is equal to 1, then you have to return that answer only. If it is greater than 1, then you have to apply the following algorithm. You have to create a new array uh, for which the answer will be 1542, then 1 4 and then 1. How it will be calculated? So for the new array created, if the indices is even, then you have to calculate the min value of the initial array, and if the indices is odd, then you have to calculate the max value. So 0 in the new array which will be formed is of n by 2 of length, means its length of n by 2, and the new array which of starting from the indices 0, you have to, because indices 0 is even, so you have to calculate the min value. Then 1 is then 1 is odd, then you have to calculate a max value. Then 2 is even, then you get the min value. And 3 is odd, then you have to calculate the max value at odd values. So let me take to the solution of the problem. So first, what I have created, if it is equal to 1, then I will return the same answer, else I will store all the array in the list. So it is easy to manipulate the elements, and I will recursively call. I will pass this list, I will pass the count for even odd values, and I will pass a array for which I will store the newly created array. Okay. And finally only one element is remaining at the last, which is the question demands repeat the entire process until from the step 1 return the last number that is remaining. So the last number in the list will be only one number remaining in the list will be returned by this, which is the return type of the list of integers. So that value will be returned. So passing all the values, first what it will do, it will iterate the list which is coming. So for the even value, I have told we have to calculate the min value. So it will calculate the min value if it is first element is less, otherwise the other element will be less. So min value will be stored, and I will do I equal to I plus 1. So I plus plus, for the next value it will become 2 value again forward in the list. But at the end of the list we have to break because we can't go further. And else if it is not the condition, if it is an odd value, so what we have to do, we have to find the greater element. Then again we have to do the count plus plus to calculate the new value which will be stored. So after all it performs, so we have to see if it is greater than 1, because at the last only one value should be remaining. If it is greater than 1, what I have done is I have cleared the list, because this becomes null and void, the first row. Then the new array will be created. I've already told you I've taken ENS1 as an array list to store the new list. So what will the new list? So after I cleared the list, previous list, I will then add the newly created list in the answer one, which I am storing. I, then I will clear, after storing in the list, I will clear the that newly created list and call the again in the recursion. If after recursion only one element is remaining, then I will again store that answer in the list, and I will return the list. So this process will continue in recursion, and at the last only one element will be remaining.